Hi, welcome back. How are you? I hope you're well today, whatever the weather, whatever the time, whatever is occurring in your life. Sit back and relax, and I want to ask you, how are you truly feeling this moment? Sit back and decide and reflect upon the day, whether it's morning, noon, or night. What transpired in the day, what's going to transpire today, and just be grateful. Be grateful that the day has awakened you in this moment to be here now. We're going to, and just sit with that for a moment and breathe. And let go of everything that transpired prior to your being here. Just be present, have your water, and you can slip off your shoes or not. We're really not going to do a meditation today. I'm going to have music on in the background. I'm hoping it's not too loud. And we're going to talk about the mirror work. Excuse me. Mirror work is so extremely important. Looking in the mirror eye to eye with yourself will make it even more potent and more powerful. And you're going to find how it's going to change a lot of how you're feeling. And I want you, when I brought you to awareness, to notice those emotions, notice the sensations on your body, notice the feelings that you're feeling inwardly in your heart, in your mind, the thoughts that are racing or running. I hope they're not, but if they are, it's probably so typical of us Eastern, not Eastern, but I guess Western folks and people and women. We're so used to being in the thinking stages of life and what we're going to do next and multitasking. I'm not a multitasker, hardly at all. And anyway, that's the way I am. I do one thing at a time. If I'm on the phone, I'm sitting there talking on the phone. I'm not doing the dishes and multitasking. I guess because I've had a lot of time to myself in that regard, because of my being divorced and away from a husband. And, I got to work on me. Maybe that sounds selfish, but, I didn't meet anyone right away, and I still haven't met anyone, but that's okay, because it is an amount of time. You need a good foundational place in your heart, and you guys aren't ready to really, if you're not healed, to meet anyone anyway. It's absolutely true that I believe after a divorce, you need 6 months to a full year to, heal, especially with a long term. So we're going to pull a card. This is a beautiful deck. It's called The Sea by Pippa Best. And I don't know if you can see that. It's a very different kind of an oracle deck. It's a soul's journey oracle deck. And they're really beautiful cards. They're all either upside down or turned around, but there's 4 different looks from the ocean. This is the sunset. And what else? These are bubbles in the water down below. And one more scene. This one. This is, of course, the backs of the cards, and we're shuffling the deck. And another beautiful deck, a kind of expensive one, but I absolutely love it. Ocean is my favorite place, and I wonder where yours is. I would suggest you go into the Facebook group and write some posts about, how you're feeling in this video, through this video. I'm gonna do my best to not make it too long, and we'll do another one because there's more than one song I'm going to tell you about, and I want to give you a little background of the first song we're going to talk about. But first I want to pull a card, see what it says. Okay, lightness. May the light lift you to the surface. So we talked about being conscious and being here and aware. In other words, I used, but we want to take on a light attitude and a light consciousness right now. And may the light lift you to the surface. So it's a beautiful picture of a very calm horizon and ocean. They're all ocean pictures. And it's the bubble one. It's the bubbles down under. So you're taking a deep dive when you see the bubble cards. And if I can quickly find what it says, because this gives a journal exercise, which is really good. So let me find lightness if I can. Letting go of ocean qualities. We want to get back to balance, bliss, clarity, courageousness, faith, which all of you have. Well, maybe not the bliss or the clarity yet, but you're coming into balance and you're very courageous. And I hope you have the faith that this is going to transform you. Let's see if I turn to the right section. Lightness, a reflection. Here's the pages. They're in black and white in here. So it says a reflection floating upon the sea. Your heart can perceive the whole luminous sky. In releasing your dread of each incoming swell, you find buoyancy, your soul lifted by gentle waves of grace and laughter. Blessings. May you delight in finding peace above, even as the water shifts beneath. May you change perspective. It's important. May joy fuel you to soar above and beyond. And the mantra, as I rise, my soul lightens. As I rise, my soul lightens. Let's say it 3 times. Close your eyes. As I rise, my soul lightens. As I rise, my soul lightens. As I rise, my soul lightens. Okay, so this is not a journal entry, but I suggest and recommend you write that mantra down right now. I'll give you a moment. And as I rise, my soul lightens. It lightens up. What do you think of? I think of color right away. It lightens up with color. And I love color, so that's for me right away. But my soul lightens. It gets airy. It gets caught up in everything they talked about. The balance, the courageousness, the faith, the love, the joy. So I want you to be enjoyed through this because it's a really good session to listen to. Okay, so the first, and this is, I think I showed you already the mirror. This is my magic mirror. What I want you to do is find those, go to the craft store, get a mirror. It doesn't have to be this big, but I want you to make it your own. I want you to add shells or buttons or, little crafty things that you find, earrings that you can't use anymore that you haven't thrown out, and, hot glue them on with a hot glue gun, and just enjoy the process as a creative. If you're not creative, this is a creative process. Believe me, it's not hard. So I bought this mirror for another position that I had in sales, and I needed the mirror. So, I bought something really special for the women, and of course it was a process of in a mirror, and that's what we're going to talk about. And so, okay, so this original prayer that I'm going to talk about is 4 sentences. It's called Ho'oponopono. I call it Ho'oponopono. It's Ho'oponopono. Say it however you want. You can look up some history on it. It was really fascinating because I read it. And she is a princess, a Hawaiian princess. Originally, I'll tell you what the prayer was. The original prayer is, Divine Creator, Father, Mother, Son, all in one. If I, my family, relatives and ancestors, in thought, deed, or action, from the beginning of our creation to the present. We ask you for forgiveness. So we're asking to be forgiven, and we're asking for forgiveness for others to come to us. And the 4 lines of the sentence of the prayer is, I'm sorry, please forgive me. I thank you, I love you. And you don't have to absolutely say them in order, I found out. And there's a song on YouTube, I'll tell you about it in the next video, that is a beautifully sung song by Susan Osborne and some gentleman. And so it's about forgiveness of yourself, because honestly, you can't absolutely be 100% in the right. There's got to be things that you might have done that he might not have liked about the way you were doing, but maybe not voiced it. Or there's a possibility you guys stayed together for the children, and the marriage wasn't really there, but was there in physical form for a long time too. Or is there some point in time when you kind of let go of the love that you shared, and maybe even went through therapy together, marriage therapy? So there's lots of scenarios that can be your story, and I hope at some point when we do get together to do oracle card readings, and I read a card for you, or we get together on a Zoom call or in Facebook, but I really would prefer to see your face in the energetics, and the energy that's there is just really much more so. And like I said, there's always energy with this, in the camera, in the view, and I send it to you in full love of transformation. So it's, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, and I thank you. I think I said it wrong already. It's, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. And it's to God, Father, Mother, Son. And so it was traditionally a mantra, and people say it, and I love singing it because I couldn't say it. It was boring, so I didn't have to put it to song. It was on YouTube in a song. And then with the mirror work, doing it eye to eye, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I thank you, and I love you. And you can say, I love you, I thank you, I'm sorry, please forgive me. It's really powerful, really powerful. So just a little bit of, I'll go more into detail because I'm already at 13:07, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's initially done, I'm going to screw this up for sure, but it's Princess Victoria Kawakiu Kalulani Kalaninanau Alapap Cleghorn. So Victoria Cleghorn with her Hawaiian name, and she's from like the 1800s, and then in early 1900s, Moranai Nalamankeu Simeona, a Hawaiian leader and healer, and she had, I didn't know this, I found this out, she had clients like Jackie Kennedy Onassis, Lyndon Baines Johnson, our president, and some other very famous people. And she was a healer, and this is about healing you. It really is. You need a lot of healing for that beautiful golden heart of yours. And we want to restore harmony. And Ho means to make, and Pono means right. So it's to make right. We want to make right all the wrongs, and we could use this on anything that, we have anger about, and fear about, and all the different negative attributes that go along with being hurt. Rage sometimes, of course, and there are, let's see, 3 forms of forgiveness: exoneration, forbearance, and release. And we want to get to the acceptance, release it and accept it. We want to release it and surrender to our God, whomever that is, the supreme being of all the world and universes. And there's a lot of, parts to that. We want to acknowledge our anger. We want to acknowledge that we're hurt. We want to acknowledge our broken hearts. We want to acknowledge the pain. And I was going to read you a poem about pain. It's kind of long, and then we'll end at about, 20 minutes into this. Oh, that startled me. And this is from St. Teresa of Avila. That's the grade school I went to. I had my first 8 years of parochial Catholic school there. I loved her. She was a passionate mystic. And this is by Mirabai Starr. She's another one. I'm going to read you poems from her book, Wild Mercy. And I love her. She's wonderful. Okay, so I'm just going to read this, and we'll end this for now, and we'll pick up on the next meeting. You can go right to it, or you can listen to this again, and you can continue through the lessons with this module. Okay, I wish that was just a tiny bit lower. Let weeping be my joy, fear my remedy for fear, sorrow my solace. Let losing everything be my reward. Let me find my love in the harrowing storms and my delight inside the wound itself. Let me discover my life in death and my approval in rejection. Let poverty be the source of my wealth, my struggle, victory, my labor, rest, sadness, my contentment. Let darkness be my light. May my greatness lie in the lowest place. Send me up the short, steep path. Make the cross my glory. Let my honor hide in my humility, triumph within my suffering, satisfaction inside my desire. Let me gain through losing. That's like finding the silver lining in everything that's bad. So may hunger be the origin of my fullness, despair my wellspring of hope, terror a cause for rejoicing. Let grieving be my joy. May forgetting be the same as remembering, humbling only be exalting. My reputation nothing more than disruptive. Let failure be my success. Let contempt be my praise. Let trouble lead to tenderness. My dignity a distant cave. Let me prove my worth in solitude. Now, that's by Saint Teresa of Avila. She was a young mystic, and she was just really wild and vulnerable and transparent. And we'll talk about her, because she's really fabulous. If you're really interested in a passionate mystic that became a saint within the Catholic Church, she's really one to study. I had studied her years ago in the 90s, and I rekindled it with Mirabai Starr. And let me just read. This is on Saint Teresa of Avila. The important thing is not to think much, but to love much, and so to do whatever best awakens you to love. And that's what we're going to talk about. So love, it's all love. So we're going to end up loving the fact that we're alone at this time to heal, balance, harmonize all we are. We're going to love that we're in this, downward spiral that's going to bring us to an upward, even more beautiful spiral within our lives. And you may not feel it yet, but you're going to get there. I promise you that. So I wish you all the best in whatever part of the day you're in. And I'll see you again soon. Ciao.